Week 8 done, and it has been mind-blowingly awesome. And the strategies I'm using, the techniques that I'm learning, I'm applying everything, and it is working. It is really, really working. Yeah, it was a really exciting week. If you want to find out my stats for the week, stick around. Hey, Saarenoja here. Welcome to my channel where I help young at heart, new YouTubers grow on YouTube. So if that sounds good to you, definitely like and subscribe. Let's jump into this week. So this week was incredible. It was such a dramatic week in so many ways. Luckily, I had scheduled videos to release on Tuesday and Wednesday because Tuesday, hit the fan in my personal life. We had to take kind of an emergency trip out of town. It left me kind of off of YouTube. So it was really great that I had already produced those videos and scheduled them. And I think that I really want to make that point that if you have that ability to maybe batch record your videos ahead of time, it's really a lifesaver when kind of life hits you with something you weren't expecting, which, always happens in life. It was really great that I was able to rely on those scheduled videos to post, even though I wasn't on YouTube for those maybe 48 hours. Really interesting because I was like the lowest of the low on Tuesday. It was travel and everything. So when we got to our location, I didn't really look online, more focused on family. I think it was Wednesday when I finally logged on, and the first thing I did was went to the comments, because that's where I always go when I log on to YouTube. I don't look at my stats. I try not to look at them until the end of the week. So I just logged on into the comments, and I was commenting to people. I was just doing my normal routine, getting inspired by all the comments and trying to help people. And then I got to this one comment where someone said, wow, 747 subs, that's awesome. And I was thinking like, oh, he got to 740 subs. That's great. So I was starting to type, and then I was like, wait, maybe he's referring to me. So then I went and looked at my subs, and I think it had been 600 something the day before. And so when I looked at my subs, it was like 800 or something. And I was like, oh my God, like something is happening. Little did I know so much more was going to happen in the following days. My point is, in my opinion, that there is a strategy that you can use on YouTube to help grow your channel. One of the biggest things I think is being authentic. Now I have over 2,000 subscribers, you guys. I got over 1,000 subscribers this past week. Like, it's mind-blowing. It's like, whoo, makes me a little emotional because it's so awesome. And it just goes to show that if you work it, it does work. And okay, hold on a second. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of you guys that are supporting me and believing in this, and also believing in yourselves. And that is something else I wanted to say for this week. Number one, you need to believe in yourself. Do not waste time waiting for others to believe in you. Because even though my husband is supporting this and he's like, yeah, go for it, enjoy your time off of work and play on YouTube. And I'm getting subscribers, and he's like, yeah, well, come talk to me when you're at 10,000. Like he's such an engineer. He is an engineer, but he's so calculated. So I would say more pessimistic than optimistic, not a dreamy, big dreams type person. He totally balances me out. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a great thing. Like, he's very grounded. My head is always in the sky. Sometimes we butt heads on that a little bit, but opposites attract. He is supportive, pseudo-supportive, in his own way. Like, yeah, have fun with it. I'm glad it makes you happy. But he doesn't see this as any kind of potential for income or anything like that. And he's like the closest person to me, right? My husband, he's my rock, my supportive entity. And he doesn't really believe in this. So that's why I want to say that believe in yourself first. Like, don't wait for others to believe in you, and continue to believe in yourself even when life is kind of throwing stuff at you that is not the most positive, because you are your best cheerleader. And it really makes a difference when you're doing stuff if you really believe that this could work. And I do believe that this could work, and I believe it could work for you all too, because there's so much evidence out there that it is working. And also that, I've mentioned this before, but I just want to reiterate it, is that our age group is a very underserved market. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 is very underserved, and all those ages are starting to flock to YouTube. There is this great demand and not so much supply. So now is a really great time to get into YouTube and just have fun with it and see what happens. And the other thing I think that's really important to remember too is not only to just believe in yourself, but to actually align your mind and your heart. When I align my knowledge with my passion, my heart, my authentic self, things just magically happen in my life. Like, I swear, like, I have resisted for many years. I would say up until I was about 37 or so, I was always fighting wearing a mask and not wearing a mask, wearing a mask, taking it off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And now, like, I don't know, now that I'm 45, I've just totally blown that mask off. I would rather feel comfortable in my own skin and do what I believe is right. And of course, take constructive criticism along the way, but doing what I believe. And I think that really requires kind of uniting your mind and your heart. So your mind is like this power horse of what you're capable of. So much potential is in this thing, this thing that sits on top of your body, this beautiful brain, and this beautiful ideas come from there. But also your heart, uniting your heart with it, I think is really important to make sure you're kind of on the path in a way that feels good and feels right. It doesn't feel slimy, that sense of like feeling like you're not yourself. So I say number 1 is believe in yourself. Number 2, uniting your heart and mind. And number 3 is have to take action. It's one thing to have all this knowledge, to have your heart, to be in your heart, but then to not take any action, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, you have to take action. You have to take the leap. You have to face your fears. You have to hit record and just get out there and see what happens. And if someone throws some mud in your face, like, wipe it off and keep on going. And I'm serious. And it's not only external forces that might sling mud at us, but ourselves, our own self-doubt, our own insecurities and stuff like that will start to happen as well. And you'll have to start to face those. Every time you're growing out of your comfort zone, growing into a bigger person, trying different things, you're going to face this discomfort. So I would just say, try to embrace it. Try to embrace the discomfort. Oh yeah. And so I was facing a lot of discomfort this week, actually. I was super excited. Me and my 7-year-old were like celebrating and like jumping around, and she keeps asking, how many now? How many subscribers now? How many subscribers now? And I kept telling her, and she was so excited. And my husband's in the corner saying, So it's such a different dynamic in our family. The point is, like, when it started to grow, now that it's at 2,000, I started to get a little nervous. I started thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough to show my videos to 2,000 people. Like, a couple hundred, sure, they know that I'm small. They don't expect much from me. Like, they know I'm just starting out. But when you have 2,000 subscribers, it's like, it feels like a different ball game. So I was like, having to coach myself at nighttime when I couldn't sleep, and I was not stressing about it. I was really excited about it, but I was a little nervous too. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta up my game. I gotta do this. I gotta do this better. I gotta get this. I don't have money to buy this stuff, but I need to buy this stuff, and I just kind of like took a deep breath and said to myself, the people that subscribed to a video that was poorly edited, that was walking on a road with footsteps and sun shining in my face, sweating and all of that stuff. And I had to stop myself and be like, no, you don't. You need to be yourself. And of course, I'm going to use the tons of subscribers, push me in a positive way, but not let it make me a deer in headlights. And I noticed, like I said, when you start to grow, I don't just mean in subscribers, I mean like when you're starting to grow out of your comfort zone, it's important to stay grounded in who you are and follow your heart. Like, my heart for this channel is to help others grow on YouTube, because I deeply believe that YouTube is such an incredible platform for allowing people to be authentic, for allowing people to share their passion and help others, but also to do it in a way where everyone is accepted, no matter your race, no matter your economic status, no matter any of that stuff. So that is why it's so important to me to keep doing this. And I just need to remind myself of that, why I'm here and what I want to accomplish. So anyway, it has been a fantastic week. It has been a roller coaster of emotions, both because of YouTube and not because of YouTube. Overall, this week has been epic, and it just goes to show that if you show up and you be who you are and you provide value and you consistently show up and you speak to, I would argue, if you speak to a certain niche and have a certain purpose, that will help you grow faster. And that's what I've been learning a lot about. And before I jump into my computer, I just want to say a huge thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel, and I will continue to provide you with everything that I think can help you grow your channel. I'm so excited because these things work. There's been many things I've done in my life, and it takes years and years and years for you to get good at something, right? To master something, they say it takes like 10,000 hours or whatever it is. With this, if you apply the strategies, if you're willing to look at your videos as an objective person and think, is this good? Is this what people need. Is this helpful? And cut all the fluff, cut out all the fluff. Just focus on what people need, what questions they might have, whoever you're serving, whether it's you 5 years ago, whether it's a career you've done for 20 years and now you know the ins and outs and you can help other people grow in that career or grow in that profession, or just show up and serve. So thank you, and let's hop into my computer now. Hey guys, so now we're on my YouTube studio page, and this is the analytics for the past 7 days. So there has been 19,000 views, 1.2 thousand watch time hours, and 1.4 thousand subscribers in the last 7 days. And that's how many viewers? 10,000 viewers on videos, 117 on shorts, 770 videos were viewed by returning viewers, and 585 by returning videos to shorts. The amount of subscribers I got in the last 7 days for videos, 1,000 basically, and then shorts was 4, and then views 17,000 on videos, 1,500 on shorts. Videos I published was 3 and shorts 1, and then impressions were 313,000, views from impressions 13,000, and watch time was 903. And then the different videos and how people are watching. Video only is 21% watching both, 71, and shorts only. So, and then here's, of course, how they are finding me. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you is this little fun button. So this shows your achievement through vidIQ if you install vidIQ. But it shows that on July 14th, I had 2,000 subscribers. July 12th, I had 1.5 thousand subscribers. At the beginning of the week, I was basically at 600 subscribers somewhere around there when I posted the trending video. And the trending video that got me so many views was anyone over 40, 50, 60, 70 on YouTube, get on YouTube basically. So that's when I posted that I was at 600 subscribers, and that was July 4th. Then you can see I got to 800 subscribers July 10th. And then July 11th, I went from 800 to 1,000 in one day. So about 200 jump. And then from the 11th to the 12th, I jumped another 500. And then from 12 to now the 14th, I jumped up to 2,000 subscribers. So you can see the growth process in this list, which is nice to kind of see. You can see comparison from week 1 to week 8. So now I've done this 2 months, and this is the jump. So it has gone huge jump from last week was 1,700 views to 19,000 views. Watch time hours was 73 last week, and now it jumped up to 1,200 this week. The average view duration was 235 last week and 343 this week. So everything is going up. Everything is in the positive. Nothing is going down this week. Click-through rate is 2.8 last week, and this week it was 4.4. Subs gained last week was 39, and this week it's 1431. Like, blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. It's insane. And I'm so grateful for it. But you know what? I was so grateful for 25 subscribers in a week. Like, I thought that was massive. So this is just beyond massive. And I know next week is going to be completely different. I know next week is probably going to go back down to, I don't know how many subscribers, but I know it's not going to be this massive. And that I'm okay with, because like I said, and I've been saying all of these weeks, is that as long as I continue to grow, I'm happy. And if that means next week I get 10 subscribers, then I get 10 subscribers. I'm still impacting people's lives. I'm still making a difference, and I still feel really good about this experience. So, but 1431, hello, that was just unbelievable. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, and I don't think I've actually wrapped my head around it. Impressions was 313,000. 704. So that was incredible. Again, I really want to point this out. So whenever I mentioned this before, and I heard this through many YouTubers, is that whenever your browse percentage is high, then your stats seem to be good that week. Your subs, your views, all of that seem to be positive that week, or more than normal. And so if you notice here, the first week I posted was that I'm going on a monetization journey video. And that was a really trending video. Lots of people were posting that at the time when I posted that. And I think those are still continue to do well. And my browse was 84.3. And I grew quite a lot in week 1. Week 1, I got 1,800 views and I gained 172 subs when I hadn't been on my channel for years, and I was gaining like one subscriber every 6 months or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was like, like maybe one every 3 months or something. It's very low. So, that was like viral for me at that time. And it still is viral for me to have that many views, minus this week, of course. And so my point is that 84 was really high percentage. It was more than what I even did this week, but 71% was browsed this week. And I've had incredible growth. And one other things that I noticed this week is that channel page was getting a lot. YouTube search was lower than last week. But what I noticed that started showing up now, which wasn't showing up before, is 2% is coming from my playlist. So that is really proving to me that end cards and cards in your videos are really helpful for getting people to your content and staying on your content, and mentioning that you have playlists. Like if you want to see the rest of this journey, like I'm talking about right now, my monetization journey, this is week 8. I have put all of my monetization journeys, each weekly update, into a playlist, so you can go there and start with week 1 and watch all of them and see how I've grown over the past 8 weeks, if that is something that is interesting to you. So I have a playlist for that, and I also have a playlist for how to grow on YouTube, where I'm putting all my tutorials. So I think that now this is starting to show up. Playlist is starting to show up. Most of you might think, well, now you're definitely monetized, but I'm not. I'm still not monetized. So if we go into YouTube and we go down to this Earn tab, which is what is the place you can find how your monetization process is going. You only need 1,000 to get monetized. Not only 1,000. 1,000 is a lot of subscribers. I'm not saying that, but I've reached the 1,000 mark. But look at this, 4,000 watch time hours. I am nowhere near that. So those are my stats for the week. Thanks for watching, and I wish you the best this week with your stats and your subs and your views. Bye.